Deeply rooted. Deeply rooted. Deeply rooted. Hey, hey, deeply rooted. Deeply rooted. Hey. And we really deeply rooted today. Greetings, kings, queens. Welcome to the Deeply Rooted Podcast Show. The show where reality meets wisdom and where wisdom meets reality. And today we on some real reality stuff because Deeply Rooted, we want to get deeply rooted to talk about some things that's been going on in the last few days, weeks, really that's been occurred in 2024, in our opinion. But first things first, we got to give a big shout out to the big D.O.D. Big D.O.G.
I didn't say D.O.D.
I said G.O.D.
I said G.O.D.
We got to give a big old shout to the big D.O.G. G.O.D. Yeah. And I'm like, okay, hold on. Y'all see that? I'm like, yo, no, we can't be calling God a dog. All right, can we recap that one more time? Okay, we want to give a big shout out to the big D.O.G. G.O.D. for waking us all up this morning. Y'all know I'm always happy to be on the wake up list. You know, I am a public defender for G.O.D., so I'm going to speak on it publicly daily. All right. So, as I was saying, we on some deeply rooted stuff today because I, myself, personally, want to talk about the eclipse and everything that happened. I know y'all probably like, oh, she late. No, I ain't. Because, like, the day after that we were, the eclipse happened, we were having the show, and then it rained and did all crazy stuff. It's like, once the sky started being funny, I don't know where y'all was at in the eclipse. And
where we was in my skin?
That too, you know, and wherever your skin was at, put it like that.
Yeah.
I was in front of my computer desk doing a little paperwork, a little business work, you know. And it's crazy because I was talking to a person that wasn't in Texas, of course. They were somewhere else.
Who you talking to?
And Uline girl ordered some supplies for the other business. And so I was talking to a representative there, and I was trying to get him to help me order some stuff that I saw, you know. And we was talking about it, and I was like, and I saw it getting dark outside. And I'm knowing we at home, we chilling, you know, me and little man running, you know, kicking it. And I'm like, wait a minute. I said, oh yeah. So my crazy butt got on the phone at the wrong time of the eclipse. I was half scared and nervous all at the same time because I thought about it, you know. And I want to, and I think I got so scared that, well, I wasn't scared. It kind of shocked me because I forgot it and then I thought about it, you know, because it's business as usual,
right?
You know what I'm saying? And the guy on the phone, he got quiet too. He was like, "You're there?" I said, "Yeah, I'm in Texas." He was like, "Oh yeah, I seen your address." And he was like, "How is it?" I was like, "It's happening right now."
The eclipse no matter. It was my birthday. I eclipsed.
Yes.
I eclipsed everything.
Yes. Hold on. Because we know it was your birthday. Y'all, come on, pick y'all flowers so when y'all need them to talk about what y'all want. But I'm going to give French Fry the floor. Because it was her birthday, y'all. I remember calling and messing with her, talking about what you doing. What she say?
On the couch.
Got my usual about the bloom. You know what I'm saying? So go ahead and you tell us. I'm going to get back to me and my thoughts and feelings on the eclipse. You know, y'all remember where I was at and what I was doing. And French Fry, you tell us it was your birthday. So how odd was it being your birthday? And I know this happened wherever. You ain't going to never see it again on your birthday again. You go, what's the word they say? Old as Methuselah?
Methuselah, yeah.
Yeah. You ain't going to even get there ever again.
But I was already Methuselah on the couch.
But it was an event for all of us. Everybody in Texas. It's something we shared together. And if we all would have turned into aliens, we all would have turned together. It'd have been like, Texas! And Texas is so big, y'all. Just imagine them trying to hold off the borders.
That's what they should have done.
Right.
No, but the eclipse was cool. It's just God's creation. I mean, you know what I'm saying? It's just like, man, God, Jesus, you know, both of them, you know. Right. It's amazing.
Did you get glasses?
Who? You already know I can't see. I just looked up there anyway.
Oh my gosh.
Yeah, there was something. That's that HEB.
You made my eyes hurt just saying that.
I looked at it. You looked at what? The
The
sun.
sun.
The sun with the glasses on.
Oh, okay, yeah. We looked at it. Yeah, we looked at it with the glasses on. I was
I got
asking
some
you.
pretty good shots too.
I didn't buy glasses per se. And I'm not saying I would hand it to it or nothing, but I was like, you know, I was thinking when this happened and we off, I might just be asleep and enjoying the day off. But I happened to be woke, and then the day was I woke up, and then I was like, okay, it's about to happen. And you know, we had Josiah that had the glasses, my little grandman, and I was like, okay. He like, come on. I'm like, all right, it ain't time yet. And then I forgot to start ordering stuff, and then.
Now,
Well, we
look,
need to
I'm
look
gonna
at
tell
it
you,
anyway.
I'm
We
tell you
saw
how
the
shady I
best
move. I set my alarm
Mm-hmm.
so I can get up. You know I'm a couch person.
French fry.
I was laying in the sauce.
Already. On her birthday, in her skin.
In my skin.
Already.
Yeah.
Dude on the couch, what was you doing?
I was looking at Netflix.
Really?
And then I just looked outside and I seen it was dark and I started hearing chickens crawling.
Right. See, we got roosters next door to our house.
Right.
So just imagine hearing them twice in one day.
Yeah.
And I think they was confused. If they even
Oh, yeah.
cock-a-doodle-doo sounded confused. I ain't lie, y'all. That was the scary part. You know how like in movies, they say follow the animals and
Yeah.
stuff be happening, they start going about. And then you know you listen for it or whatever.
Yeah.
And you know, so I reckon if you was somewhere, then you know you needed the sun to come up, you heard a rooster, you'd be happy.
Yeah.
So y'all heard the roosters that
Right.
morning prior.
Right.
And y'all know we done already had daylight savings,
Right.
so it's done changed all that
Right.
at different times now. Because at one point in time, I was like, it's still kind of dark with that thing doing over their roots. And I'm like, say something, you know. So the funniest thing to me was, and the guy on the phone, because he was, you know, of course he's listening and I'm there. So of course when it happened, we stopped the whole ordering process. And I'm telling him, he was like, oh my gosh, it's so cool. And I was like, it actually is. I was like, I'm kind of scared. I'm nervous at the same time because, like, my neighbors, they had a whole party going on, you know.
Yeah, they did.
Yeah, they was
Right.
kicking it. And I love little Baylor students was kicking it. And I was like, okay. And they was like, wow, hee, you know, laughing stuff. So it kind of, I was like, okay, maybe they got zombies first, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So we gonna look now.
That's what's up.
And we did, and it was awesome. I must say that for once in my life, I felt like I lived in something that somebody else would never ever see again. Somebody born yesterday, or you know, if somebody, it's crazy because I got so excited. I'm sorry. Even people like, you know, were asleep through it. You know, they lived through it. But that's something like you would see in the movie. You wake up and everybody's zombies. Like I thought so many things about it, y'all.
That the zombies gonna come through.
Yeah.
No, I don't really mean think like that.
I'm the dead type stuff.
Dinosaurs.
No, not even that. I don't know. I don't know what I thought. You know, Cat Williams already said 2024 is the year to reveal.
Yep.
So I thought, since we know the government be doing all kinds of stuff, I thought they was gonna reveal something else. Now y'all know all over the world they said they saw stuff flying through the sky, aliens. I wasn't outside, so I don't know. But when I did go outside, you know, it was weird because the birds. You know, hold on, that ain't funny though, y'all, because I gotta tell y'all some weird stuff I saw with the birds. And y'all know the birds is up there, so we always talk about it.
Right.
Like I wasn't playing like this is deeply rooted. I want to talk about what's really going on around us in the world today and how it affects.
We need to swear in.
Oh yeah, okay. Yeah.
For everything we tell them stuff.
Don't be tearing up the sunflowers because you don't want to share
I was
them.
hungry. I thought it was a French fry.
Okay. French fry, you on your job. You making it right. All right. Deeply rooted crew that's on deck.
Yeah.
Even the ones in the back. Raise your hand.
Hey.
Do we promise to tell the truth, the whole truth, and nothing but the truth, so help us God? Yes, we do.
Yes.
All right. And so everything we said so far, y'all know it's the truth. We're talking about the eclipse, okay?
Right.
So, in the background, we got Spring Patrol Shay on the lookout watching. Woo! What did you feel about the eclipse? Was you all right? Oh, you almost came over my house. I remember.
I almost came over and I was like, I actually don't want to be out driving in this, so I'm going to take my butt home.
Right. And I was like, yeah, go home. And then, see, I got on the phone with her, and then I called you lying. I don't know why, you know, all of a sudden. Because I looked at my desk, I was like, what can I get done today? But anyways, back to the eclipse. So, dude on the couch, you was watching Netflix, and you said it got dark outside. What would you think if you heard the
I was like,
roosters
when I heard the roosters crying, I looked outside, I seen it was dark. I said, oh, it must either be the eclipse or I'm tripping. Because I looked outside, it was just dark. And then I went and looked outside, and then that's when I came to you, and I started saying, oh, it's the eclipse. Mm-hmm. Yeah, then that's when I grabbed the shades. And then I looked at it, it was already like kind of halfway moved across the sun a little bit. Like, it was already kind of like moving a little bit across the sun. I was looking at it, and I was like, I just stared at it for a while, and then it moved across. It was moving too, like literally you could see it, like just like literally just gliding across.
It was spectacular. Yes. But you sure right. I know in my house, y'all, we was like everywhere. We were scattered until it happened, and then then it was like, oh my gosh. And so for me, I'm upstairs on the second story, so I'm seeing up, and all I'm seeing is rooftops and light and dark, and I'm so used to seeing that. Right. So I was like, when I saw it, it just got dimmer, and got back. Like I told y'all, I heard it was my neighbors, and then I started looking for them, and Josiah, of course, had the shades and was looking out the window because he was looking out my window prior, and I had to keep telling him not. And little kids, I know I ain't the only one that had a little gremlin that was like, I'm gonna look without my shades, like messing with you. I'm like, all right, you gonna wish not later. That probably what happened to Ray Charles. Y'all better stop. I'm not trying to be funny, but I'm just saying. We telling them not to do it. See, that gonna be one of the things we were talking about being dumb, just doing something dumb, trying to be silly. You know what I'm saying? They hurt themselves. So, but anyways, so watching the eclipse, like I didn't full watch it because I told you I saw it. I got quiet. Right. I went over to the window. Me and you it was like he was watching it too with me. It was we both was like, and I was describing to him, right? Because like I said, he wasn't in Texas, and it was quite interesting. I finally finished and got on off and got my order. Went outside in the backyard and listened to the neighbors and laugh and giggle with them and dude on the couch and what I'm getting to, y'all, because everybody that was awoke saw the eclipse. Some people told me they slept through it. You know what I'm saying? It was spectacular. Afterwards, as it's coming back, ever since when it fully did its whatever, I'm not no scientist. I'm not gonna go through the phases of what happened. We all know, but when it was fully over, so let's just move forward into y'all 12 hours later. Okay. Why did the sky still look like it was about to die? Yeah. You know what I'm saying? Like, for me, to be honest with y'all.
The star is a dying star. The sun is a dying star, so they say.
Yeah, but everything's in the Bible. I mean, it's scripture. So.
Well, I want to speak outside of scripture. Okay. Because, scripture can take it so far. So that's why I'm saying today, y'all, we just being deeply rooted of what the average person would think. Okay? So... the sky had just been looking so crazy ever since, y'all. And then just think, it lit up, but it was a weird sunlight. Do y'all not remember that after the eclipse? Yeah. In which we can understand that. Okay. Kept on rolling. The roosters crowed 3 times, I think, that day. Did y'all know? But so into the next day, when the next day came out, everybody look up at the sky. It was still weird looking, and in fact, it's weird looking now. We know that the sun is actually going down. We know we done had daylight saving time, but for me, seeing the sky look weird every day, not knowing whether it's gonna rain, and then y'all, we've actually had a lot of rain, but it actually pick up on days when the sun is shining bright, then it just boom, Mm-hmm. It's been odd since the eclipse. I've heard a lot of theories. Whenever I do shows, I try to ask sometimes about subjects and topics to other people just randomly in my chair to what they thought. I heard the theories of all the governments doing it, which we always hear that theory, the government doing it. Everybody want to blame the government for something, which a lot of stuff they do. Okay. Aliens. We heard that. The Waco alien. Well, y'all know I'm here, you know what I'm saying?
Waco alien.
I'm here, you know what I'm saying? And then another one was what is it? I'm sorry, I went blank. But of names, I don't want to be offenseful. well, then you might say we can't be offensive. To we might be in a silent war. You know what I'm saying? With their testing missiles and stuff. That's why I said I was trying to find the right word to use for that. A lot of times things happen with the sky and stuff, and they blame it on testing of missiles and army stuff or whatever. So we got 3 theories, okay? So who want to go first? And tell me what theory y'all thought of, and all the little 3 things y'all just heard about the government, aliens, and then a war.
Well, I think if it's a silent war, I think that they will keep it silent. And
don't mess with your sleeper.
This don't mess with my sleep. This is the worst. Don't mess with my sleep.
Dude, you still gonna be on the couch regardless what happened.
Yeah.
Okay.
I won't be sleep, but besides that, I just think that it's just been it's been pretty. They keep a lot of stuff from us. Like, and the internet was out before the time, so there's some stuff that we could use, but the military gets it first, so then we get it. So, but I don't know.
All right, aliens, go.
Aliens, they do exist.
All right,
Don't
wait a minute.
She right there.
He got government, aliens. Okay, war, like Russia or somebody.
Russia. Oh, we ain't at war. Well, we already beat them at war. We already went to space. Shoot.
You never went out there either. Oh, that was a story.
I believe they've been to space because. Or
I think that when you remember. No, he probably was too young to remember. I'm sorry to cut you off, son. Here's a history and a lesson in history. Do you remember? Cause y'all go remember because we the same age. The spaceship that they had, I was all watching at school, and it went up and blew up. I think it hit, where they let us go.
I seen a rocket ship blow up before.
Yeah, you see plenty, but this one, everybody in America watched. A couple people died. I don't know how many people was on there, but it was a lot. It was some people that died. They waved at us, and they was saying they was heroes. One was a black lady, and they was on there, and it was like, I'm talking about, it was like 3, 2, 1, 3, 2, 1, boom. Yes, everybody watched. Just imagine if you was a kid at school, and we had a special auditorium, and they got everybody in the auditorium to watch this. And we all sitting there with American flags and everything. Then it blow up. We looking at our teachers like, you know what I'm saying? It ain't funny. I'm not laughing at all. I'm only laughing at the fact that y'all know we make movies like this. Imagine in the movie that happened. Because it really was like that for us as kids. When it blew up, we looked at our teacher like, what? And the teacher was sitting there like, didn't know what to say.
Yeah. History.
And then cut the TV off, y'all. We had them old fat booty TVs. You know what I'm saying? Click, turn off. The teacher just cut TV off. All right, y'all might have free time. So I think back then our teacher let us go to recess, and we all was like, "What's going on? We got extra recess today." They had to process it first before they can help us kids process it. Yeah. In other words. So that's how deep that is, Mark.
Oh, okay.
All right. So coming back to now times, you got any more thoughts? Government, aliens, or war?
War?
Well, we're not forgetting God, y'all. We know it was a natural thing, but the sky was just weird, and it's still weird as phase after. Maybe I need to do some research and see if that's how the sky is supposed to look. But who knows? The last time it happened, you have to be 1,000 years old to know, huh? Yeah. If days the follow was like that. Yeah. I'm gonna have to look and see if that's in the Bible. I'm talking about as far as like if it described the sky after the eclipse that for days the follow is gonna look like fire or something. Because the sky has looked like a mixture of fire and rain and fire, to be honest with me. We all know that there's a war going on. There's a spiritual war. I don't doubt that, but I'm not trying to go there, not because I don't want to or that I can't. It's because I don't feel the need to today because we're still talking about the eclipse, okay? We'll get somebody else on the biblical matter of it, that's their profession because it's not mine. And so I haven't lived through this, so I'm asking questions that I can't even answer. So why? Yes. Why try to describe something that I'm trying to figure out? Even though I don't think that we'll ever figure out why the sky looked the way that it does. Again, a lot of people think that it's government messing with stuff, testing stuff, and that they're causing it. All right, now you, French Fry.
Huh?
Your turn. Aliens, go.
My name? Oh yeah, they up there.
Okay. Government doing it, go.
Government, they doing too much.
All right. Russians or a war with another foreign country, go.
Can I get my income tax check, please? No. But the war, I mean, it is what it is. It's like, you know, if we go over there, you know, they keep us. They come over here, they build up stuff. I mean, I'm not, you know, prejudiced or all that other stuff. But I just, fair need to be fair. It need to go all across the board.
Good point. She just made a good point. Since the foreigners get to come over here and they help them build up, like they building up America or whatever.
But they want to
help
put the
them
border for
No, hold on. That means they wouldn't blow us up.
Oh, okay.
That's a good statement, huh? A good thought.
Well, yeah.
A thought, not a good statement, y'all. Because like I said,
It's a thought.
It was just a thought. It was just a thought. It was just a thought. But I didn't think about it like that until you said that. I mean, we know it's happening.
Oh, yeah.
You know, but things to make you go on. Shay, you got any thoughts in the back of the eclipse?
The back.
Government, alien, or war?
Definitely war.
Okay, why you say war?
Just because of how the government is.
All right, and what you think about aliens? How did it affect the aliens? Because we know they're here. I'm here.
It gave them some brain waves.
It did. You said it gave them some brain waves.
Mm-hmm.
I think it might have just made them happy. Now that's
No, it did make you have some brain
This
waves.
my pop. This my pop. All right, y'all on the set. Come on deck. We got Coach Quick. We got to ask her how she feel about the eclipse and everything. Come on in.
Hey,
What's up, sister?
Hey, y'all.
All right, so as y'all know, we are our family always growing. We always do what we need to do. So we right at the right time. Woo. You got your thoughts ready? You ready?
I'm good.
Because I told y'all I want to talk about the eclipse. So I was telling them, you know, how just to bring you the part, you know, a quick rewind in the flesh.
You know,
We had the eclipse, light and dark. I think it was weird how afterwards the sky is still, look at the way it looked like fire and water hitting each other. And we was like, have your thoughts, alien, governments, war, go. Your choice.
No.
Yes, so you guys, tell us your thoughts on the eclipse. We just caught you up.
my thoughts on the eclipse was that everybody just went crazy for nothing. Like really.
Okay.
Like really. But
Hold on, let me swear in, right hand. Promise to tell the whole truth, nothing but the truth to help you God. So help you.
both of them.
Already.
Okay.
I think it was like a little too drawn out. Like, I mean, like people was like actually going and getting extra groceries and all types of stuff, and the world gonna end, this, that, and the third, and missing the whole point of it.
Right.
You know, like they put so much light on the eclipse that it hid a lot of other stuff that was going on in the world. You know what I'm saying? So that's what they did basically. We got rained out.
Right.
I was stuck out there at the house.
Out in the country.
And I'm talking about we had a creek out there by my house that joke like it had filled up and it shut down some roads and bridges and everything. I sent you them pictures and showed you, but yeah, it's something to behold, and I was glad that my kids were able to see, because I believe the last one wasn't it in 2017.
We had one.
Kind of, sort of like that.
Can we just see like that?
Yeah.
Yeah,
Oh,
something like that.
I don't even remember, y'all. I'm sitting talking about it's been 100 years.
No, they didn't remember that one. My kids didn't remember it, but they got a chance to see
No, it was the 2023 when they don't remember. They had the 2017 and the 2024, but we had 3 of them. Remember we had the one in 2023?
I'm really lost.
Like in
Yeah,
October.
we had one in like October, November,
Yeah.
2023.
Yeah.
But it wasn't a total.
It was a-
eclipse like
it was a
this one.
lunar.
It was
Oh,
only
okay,
partial.
I'm sorry.
They don't-
Yes, all right, I was right. Then I was talking about a total eclipse.
the totally.
Yes,
So we had a total.
Yeah, we had a total, and it was really strange. That's pretty much what we've been talking about, because I was telling them how, like, after the eclipse and how it affected the weather and how the sky looked like fire and water hitting it every time. We don't know whether it's about to rain, thunder, the sun about to come out.
But you know my take on that, and I may be just thinking about it a little too hard.
No, because we just said.
But just think about it. To me, the reason it rains so bad like that, to me, is that after the sun gets so close to the moon like that, that God had to cool the moon off. That's just the way I thought about it, because that's how much rain, it just kept raining and raining and raining until.
It's still raining. Go ahead, boo.
But what was really going on was that you partially right. I'm not saying you're wrong because you coach me. Wait.
I could be wrong.
Everybody can be wrong. The thing about it is living and learning. We know you're playing. I forgot what I was going to talk about.
You said that was partially what was going on, but what was really going on
That's
was
what do to you.
Was the retrograde. Is that what you're saying?
Yes, I did. Okay, I'm gonna say it because I kind of know what her old self was gonna say because I'm thinking the same thing.
Like the ozone layer because our axis on this earth, we have been shifted, and I don't know if y'all noticed how the time, you know, like before when we did the spring up. Remember how like at like 8:30, almost 9 o'clock, it would get dark. You see how dark it get now? It's like the earth got shifted off its axis, so we're like seconds behind. You know what I'm saying? But you ought to be able to, because I feel it. Because it's almost like a
I said you on the
No, but I mean it's just like when you.
But I mean that's exactly what happens when the earth tilts and we go
We'll either go back or forward. And
the earth is
like I said, if
tilted
you
on the
pay
axis,
attention to
either closer towards the sun or further away.
Yeah.
That's why.
But the signs is changing anyway. The time, everything is changing. Nothing is the same. Not even. I'm talking about even when the eclipse and the different weather environment change, it changes our food, it changes our bodies, it changes our skin. If y'all understand, like you can't even really, you know how they say like we supposed to be close to the ground or whatever, and then like you can just take your shoes off and rub your feet. You can't do that no more. Everything, all the things that were making us well, they hiding from us, and it's like they just literally. To me, I don't know if it's how they getting it out there, but they can sprinkle stuff or put it in our food. It's too many people getting sick.
It really is. It honestly really is. But I also think that that's a factor of people taking care of themselves. Poor health care habits, self-health care.
But if you think about this, we can say that. And why do you think people are so prone to going out to eat? What are they putting in the meats that making you crave it? I stopped drinking Dasani water because they put salt in it. That's what makes you keep drinking Dasani water.
Because it makes you
thirsty.
Yeah, makes you thirsty.
So, people love McDonald's. Why do you think they love it?
Well, we already know the theory behind McDonald's. That's a whole nother show.
French fries.
We're gonna do a whole nother show, and we're gonna let French Fry host it. We're gonna talk about fast food, okay? So we're gonna go there. But now we gotta stay on the eclipse, okay? So is it my turn to talk about more on the eclipse? I did start it and tell y'all that it was just weird to me. So I was messing with French fry, but I do want to say that I understand what you were saying when you said you feel the shift. Because even for me, I'm just sitting here like, the world just seems different. Now, I know biblically, that it's supposed to be a little different when things happen, accordingly to that. So I'm just saying, the whole point of what I've been saying, y'all, this whole time it happened. We know it's biblically, so I'm following the line of what everybody said.
It sure is.
That I noticed a change in the sky, period.
Yes.
And whether, God needed to cool the moon back off or however or whatever it may have been, it happened.
Right.
And y'all seen it too. Like we don't know if it's gonna rain or what, And that's very, very, very strange. And so I think a little bit before you came in, I was just telling them that I was gonna actually do some research and look in the Bible and where it talks about eclipse and see if there's anything that says after an eclipse that the sky will be of this for so many days or so long. Because I know not just us in this building, noticed that the sky has been different ever since. You know what I'm saying? We don't know whether it's coming and going. And then another thing I want to support is, you know, Texas already got crazy weather anyway, y'all. We had winter, spring, summer, and fall all sometime in 1 week. So back in January, it started warming up. Y'all remember that? And then everybody was like, oh, winter over, winter over. We was like, we ain't even had nothing but a week of winter. Okay? And I'm saying all this, y'all, in relation to an eclipse, too. Right. Because just think, as you said, the world is tilting off of axis and doing all this other stuff and leaning and bobbing and weaving. Okay? I mean, you know, it is what it is. In Texas, America, we went from January, at the end of January, it was warm. It was probably 80, 90 degrees. It went into February. February, it cooled down for a little bit. We had a couple weeks, maybe 1 or 2 weeks at about, what, y'all, 60? Yeah. We had one, I think we had like 1 week of coldness, but it wasn't cold, y'all. It wasn't less than 40. It probably was 50-something. And then, y'all, it went back up to 80 again. This is part of the reason why a lot of people do be sick. And then, y'all, so we got into February, and I said, y'all, don't count winter out until the end of March. Now, here it is, April. My point exactly, y'all. We done had, so the weather was all right up until the eclipse. It was a steady warm. People were cutting off their heaters, putting up stuff, bringing out ACs. And then, so, y'all, we had the eclipse. And then now we haven't had a steady, consistent weather pattern at all. And the eclipse has been now over a week. And we've had winter, spring, summer, fall all in one day.
No,
we ain't had a winter, but we've had it to where you cut your heat on in the morning, your AC on in the afternoon, and at night you cut your heat back on. And it might stay on for a minute. You might heat up in the middle of the night because you got your heat on, had to cut the air on the ceiling fan or something. So I've noticed it, and then as other people say, all this don't always happen to old folks, but all this rain and different weather stuff make your knees hurt.
What? Knees, back, everything.
Yes.
Ankles.
So I think that the eclipse was an event. I'm glad that I got to experience. Like I said, I'm glad we all ain't aliens. Nobody woke up into aliens, and that we're good. Because that was one thing. I ain't gonna lie, y'all. As crazy as the world been lately, I've been saying to myself, now, we don't ever think it's possible. We know that for certain movies, we say that the government or whatever has to put some things in our pure sight. And whether y'all know or not, it is true that the government does sponsor some movies. They do some movies, like a lot of military movies, because they want to depict how the war went down when a lot of it isn't true. I'm sorry, it isn't. They just depicted the way they wanted. The same thing as history books. We know that, you know. I'm not speaking something that hadn't been said. So, I want to say this. I don't remember anything in the history book about a solar eclipse. Do y'all?
No.
It's like, I know we talked about it once because, you know, even as a child, this doesn't happen before. I ain't saying I'm that old, but we done had the partial. You know what I'm saying? Like the one I didn't remember for October 2023 or something. You know what I'm saying? Right. We done had those, so we done talked about them. But I don't remember them being in the photo in the history book.
It wasn't history, it was science.
Science? Oh, okay. That's what it was. See, that's how long it's been since we've been out of school. I don't remember them books at all. Because now everything they got is on laptops and tablets. You know.
And then it's never been made such a big deal to where they let school be out.
Right.
This year they let school be out. Like,
well, you know, I'm not even mad at them for letting school out because that was an event. I think that would have been really weird to have been at school for the sun to come up, sun come back down there in school. And even as a teacher, I don't think I would have wanted to be there with a group of kids.
No, because, and then that was like a liability. So I can just see them doing that because who's going to have whatever age group? Because nowadays you got some high schoolers that cut up and don't listen. Mm-hmm. And then you got the little bitty babies who want to be responsible for them wearing their little eclipse glasses and look, and you know, you get 50 kids that done looked at the sun and now they can't see and they just going to school. You know
teacher, I need to go to the nurse. Yes. So I think it was an event, y'all, that was awesome to have lived to experience. I think that you know, we'll be telling grandkids about they ain't gonna believe it. The whole day it went dark and the roosters roosted 3 times. You know what I'm saying?
But it wasn't dark that long.
It wasn't.
dark for about 4 minutes.
Yeah, it wasn't, but that was still like, it was still weird. Like, never mind. It was still weird. You know what I'm saying? Now I'm just gonna say something funny because you know, in anything that something happened, and y'all, I'm just saying, but y'all know criminals will be like, wait for it, it's gonna be dark for a minute. Grab their mic. You know what I'm saying? I just thought about that. When I was thinking about the eclipse, y'all, the first thing I thought about was Friday After Next, when Ricky Smiley was the Santa Claus, he was running around stealing stuff. So that's what it made me think of, like, it's about to get dark.
Right.
It can see that. It can see that. All right, so do anybody got anything else they want to ask about the eclipse or want to say that they notice is different before we move on this deeply rooted chapter? That we're just talking about how we feel about things that's going on. Anything, 2024 since it came in.
You was talking about the clouds. None of
Okay,
y'all
right.
saw anything in the clouds. I got
yeah.
footage on my phone. It's crazy.
I want to see it later. We all want to see it.
It's crazy.
But yeah. So when I first started the show, I was saying that and how, like,
Man.
during the eclipse on social media, there were a lot of videos of stuff in the air. That's why I was like, did you tell us your input on, did I already ask you that? Or aliens for the eclipse? You know what I'm saying?
No, I don't believe in all that. Yeah,
We said aliens, government, or war. Aliens, government, or war. We said, what you think about also? Aliens don't believe in government, war. What you think?
What about the government?
We were talking about as far as having anything to do with the eclipse. We gotta catch you up.
No, they didn't have nothing to do with it. The
Okay.
government, they can't control the eclipse.
No, we know, but people been saying stuff. You know,
none of that.
we covering all the top of social media because I myself personally don't think it was nothing
Yeah.
government. You think anything government?
No, I can't control that.
You
They
hold
can.
on, go ahead. Because they actually listen. I ain't saying they can, but we all done heard stories of them experimenting and doing stuff.
Well, I heard them.
I heard a lot of people in
With
my
the weather.
salon. Yeah, they do a lot of stuff. A lot of people in my salon was like, "Oh, the government do this. They try to scare us until they can control this and do that and da 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 da." Yeah, there are theories, but we're on here talking about our theories, what we think. Now I'm gonna speak on them and say, "Hey, I heard this, that, and this." That's what I was telling everybody, But our theory. So okay, you said so. No aliens, no government, and what about the war?
Ain't got nothing to do with it.
Okay, cool. So we already know it's an act of God biblically, but
No, but I'm just saying, I just don't think all of that stuff was it just was a lot of covering up. I know it's off the subject, but like government got something to do with stuff like when Katrina came. That dam didn't break. They blew that up. Like stuff like that. Even with the boat hitting the bridge. That was
now that was something else.
That's what I'm saying. That's
Yeah.
government stuff. You know what I'm saying? That's political.
That's crazy, right?
That's
there.
political. All that stuff like that be political.
That scared me. I saw that video.
Man, they think that stuff, but that other stuff like eclipse and stuff, it's nice to watch it and stuff, and that's nature to me. I don't even be tripping.
And I love nature.
Yeah,
you know what I'm
that's
saying?
nature. But try talking to some trees. Try hugging a tree.
Yes, amen.
I'm telling you, it's deep. It's deep.
Amen.
If you want your energy and your vibrations to be, you got to start talking to birds and stuff like that and tell them what they should be doing. No.
Birds gonna look at us and tell us, "I see you. I know what you should be doing." Hey, I promise you. Okay, dude. My little 5-year-old hater.
Yeah.
Well, we love to go hug trees and walk and all that good stuff. You know what I'm saying? So Shay, you got something to say to that?
I do got something to say because I actually think that's funny. You do gotta listen. You gotta listen to nature. You gotta listen to the birds because
Yes.
I was on my date with my guy and we was out and it was about to start raining and we were out on the swings and this bird was just going off like yelling at us to get out. And like I just heard this bird. I was just like, "What are you screaming at us for?" I'm like, I could tell that it was obviously getting cloudy. But then, like, I was like, all right, fine. Then I felt some drops. And I told him, I was like, we went back to the car. As soon as we got in the car, it started pouring.
Yeah.
I was like, that bird was telling me to go. I was like, all right, let's go.
In the words of Chris Tucker, the animals will let you know. You already know. So that's awesome. But yeah, so, okay. And mine, I was just talking about how crazy the world is. So for me, yes, I do believe they're aliens. I don't believe that we're the only thing that God created. The government does a lot of sneaky things, but I don't think they had nothing to do with the solar eclipse. war. We always at war.
Real.
We always at war with somebody secretly. So, no, I don't think that. Like I said, what I was saying jokingly a little while ago, when it got dark, I think a lot of people was doing a lot of sneaky stuff, and that includes government. People that want to go to war with us, they like, hold on, why they over there? Like you said, a distraction.
Right.
The eclipse is distracting. They like, all right, why they over there? Cyber hack them all. You know what I'm saying? We can blame it on the eclipse. So I personally think that a lot of stuff went down, that had, that they could get done during the eclipse, to blame it on the eclipse.
Folks were stealing soon as it
Exactly. I told everybody, wait till it go down. Y'all know in somebody's hood, somewhere, in America, well, Texas, America, I want to say, because we know this happened over Texas, right? That they was like, hey, y'all, man, I'm telling y'all, boy, in 1229, I'm going to be a Family Dollar.
Nah, for real.
I'm be over there buying electronics, yo. You know what I'm saying? Got a whole gang of it. Y'all, man, y'all saw, I don't know where it was at, but y'all remember seeing where they had the gang of people and they go in the store and they all grab stuff and ran out the door at the same time. Now, y'all know some of that occurred during that eclipse. You know what I'm saying? Somewhere in Texas.
I was down here in Waco probably about 3 years ago. It don't take an eclipse for them to steal out of there.
I was in Ohio when they called the army.
Yeah, but that's gangster.
Yeah, they was tearing down. They was breaking in the stores downtown and just taking everything. This was a great group of people.
Mm-hmm.
He was riding and everything.
I was shopping on a regular day at Dillard's in Waco, Texas, and I asked the lady about my shoes, and I was standing right there at the entrance. You know how at Dillard's they got the women's Dillard's. I don't know if it's still right there, but
no, they don't. They changed.
They
But
moved.
yeah.
But I was standing right there waiting on my shoes. A dude walked in. He grabbed about 4 or 5 pairs. Cause you just sitting right there, and he took out running. I walked out the door, and I said, "Well, you can get mine." While he was going, that boy had some choppers on him. You hear?
I'm trying to
That
tell
boy
you,
was
y'all.
gone.
That's why I only put one shoe in there now.
Now that, cause I'm telling you, that boy had. I'm talking about he grabbed like a whole section of coach shoes. Seemed like he said he got a lick for these. I got some back.
Yeah, they was like, I don't need no box.
So they been acting crazy before
Yes.
before the eclipse.
Yes, I just imagine that if some people ran with it. You know you can see some little dummies around talking about, that.
They waiting on it. They waiting on it.
Till they die. I'll be out of there when it's over. How long the eclipse gonna be? What do you think? Bro, we be in and out, bro.
For real.
Y'all know it was somebody around doing that.
I did.
And that's the funny part about it, because I'll be like, Lord, people, it ain't the world, it's the people in it. All right, we're moving on from the eclipse. We're going to talk about some other stuff that's been going on in the world that's been just everywhere over social media, that's been turning stomachs, making people say, huh, and, do all kinds of things. All this crazy stuff going on with celebrities. It's beef with everybody, but we do know in particular that the beef is also a distraction. You know what I'm saying? From everything else that's going on and the hot other stuff. But if you ain't got nothing to do in your extra time and you're just sitting there scrolling, join in. Anyway, so I mean, it's out there for us to see. It's gonna trend anyway. You know what I'm saying? And I myself am not a big social media person. I'm not always on social media, but when I do, you know what I'm saying, I try to dedicate a little time because I have to try to post for the businesses and stuff.
Right.
And sometimes you get sidetracked, you see all stuff, you're like, oh my gosh, you know what I'm saying? So now everybody in the rap world that we thought was cool, they not having party no more since they can't party like Diddy and with Diddy. Now they arguing and beefing. See, Diddy, you done messed up everything. You messing up people's thoughts and memories. Orlando Brown, they're talking about he gave him the one kiss, and it was disturbing. I don't know if y'all seen that one.
Yeah.
He was like, Diddy gave me that, ooh. And I'm like, what does that mean? You know what I'm saying? So you're not only ruining them, now you're ruining friendships, bonds, because I ain't going to stay on the other part because it's their choice. You know what I'm saying? I don't care how bad they want to go shopping. They didn't want to just go shopping. They was curious too. You know what I'm saying? But you're ruining friendships and stuff. You got everybody beefing. We got Rick Ross and Drake and Baby losing mansions and who is that? Chris Brown. Yeah, Quavo and Chris Brown over some Rucci that they ain't neither one of them hitting no more. And it's so much going on. What do y'all think about all this crazy stuff? Now we know it's always something in the media, But I'm sitting here like, Quavo, you need to sit down somewhere. You still need to be more than Takeoff. You don't need to be arguing about no Rucci. You know what I'm saying? Chris Brown, as Orlando Brown said, you can still make money in the background, but you can't get on the stage. That's why y'all notice Chris Brown ain't doing concert number. He is still relevant.
Yeah.
Talk about how they control the world. All y'all, Cat Williams got a new show coming out. I think it's on the 4th.
Oh, yeah, it's coming
y'all
out.
see it on Netflix? I can't wait. We'll be back to talk about that, y'all. Cause Cat Williams be dropping them gems, boy.
Yes.
You heard?
May the 4th.
Yes, I cannot wait. So I'm super excited. So what else y'all think about it? We got.
Don't forget about Finesse and NBA Youngboy.
Oh,
Finesse
no,
is-
Oh yeah, about some girl. He finessed. He said NBA Youngboy said somebody's girlfriend or something.
Yeah, but he finesse. He took it too far. First of all, I'm gonna say it like this: if you're not really for beef, you don't get into it with NBA Youngboy. You don't get into it with a young man like that. He is really serious about it. Like he not holding no white flags up for nobody. He not raising them white flags. Once you in his lane, you in his lane.
Yeah.
And y'all gonna crash out together or he gonna make you crash. And ain't no need. Finesse was on there trying to apologize and stuff. He gotta understand, I don't even know. NBA went so far as to tell the little boy King, said he can't even get no neck yet. And you don't never tell no little boy. But then it's mighty fun in the NBA in jail.
Yeah.
You know, that's two. That's two. Because Honeycomb Brace got into it with Finesse first time, and he ended up in jail. Now they got NBA and NBA Youngboy in jail after getting into it.
I'm like,
but yeah, man, a lot of that, I'm telling you, a lot of that stuff be politics too. And you got to kind of save an artist if you got one that don't mind about, you know, laying you down. They people, NBA following is crazy, man. They don't play no games about this young man. You hear me? He ain't got to slide down on you. He will. Don't get me wrong. But he got crazy mad fans that don't play about him. He got cousins, like the whole family, that, man, they not playing about it. And if I guess the best thing they did, and I hate that they do things like that, but they sent somebody after them to put him up, fearing for this man's life. I guess Finesse fearing for his life, can't really say. It's not saying that, but it's seeming that way.
Yeah, it's crazy. First of all, I'm gonna say with NBA Youngboy, he won all the beat. He ain't got nothing else to do. Y'all seen him on house arrest. He was in there and had pills. And they praying for him, like help the boy. I hate to say it, he got a lot of followers, but he's not a good example for the younger generation. Secondly, isn't his mom white? Not saying that.
Nah, that's not saying white.
No,
I thought I seen him on there and he was saying that. Okay.
no,
so.
that was his, that's like his girl. I think that's his girl family. That you seen the picture and stuff of with him taking the family.
Yeah, now this was before skiing, so it must have just been a picture with his girl's family back in the day.
Yeah, but
Okay.
he no, don't get me wrong, but he has his own following. He has his own. We
Yeah.
all know that there's just that group that's out there. Like before anybody got right, that it's just about that smoke. We weren't even raised over there. Like it's just about that. That's just the life he lived, and that's what I say.
He went about that life.
If you don't want to. If you want to be cordial with somebody. But
Right.
some people, you don't poke no bear. He's a bear. He gonna slap your head off. Now you can't have a good heart and get into it with him. Don't do that. You gotta be just as
Good as him.
But I honestly like NBA Youngboy. I like him. I understand. He's a little trouble, but I like him.
He's been unapologetic
He's
himself.
been himself.
So I
And-
like anybody that's
if,
himself
if
like
somebody not themselves, he is himself, and I like him. I was just listening. I'm proud of myself on the way over here. That's my favorite song that he sing. I'm proud of myself. It's a song that's called "I'm Proud of Myself."
Mhm.
I like that song, but I
that. Yeah, he
mean,
got a couple out
he stayed.
I heard my son.
He don't listen. He don't let up though. I'm telling you.
Nah, he don't.
He don't let up.
He don't.
But he really just don't really too much bother nobody out of the ordinary. He
don't go starting stuff. He just finish it.
He gonna
Yeah,
make
I
for
like
sure
that.
that you gonna scat.
Yes.
Yeah.
Speaking of scatting, hey, ain't that Sexy Red? Didn't she have that baby? Wasn't that?
Oh, I don't know.
NBA?
No.
I don't know who her baby.
Because you know that was the rumor. They said it was Drake. Then we was
I
like,
don't
no,
know.
it ain't Drake.
I
Drake
got
was
it.
her,
No,
Drake was
I
her
think-
baby. That her They just her rich baby daddy friend.
Don't I think her baby's father is in jail? I think that's the one she always said.
That she was still with.
I think.
Okay.
I think she might have been kind of pregnant maybe when she started rapping.
Mm.
You know,
They
wasn't
said,
it kind of something like that? I don't know who her baby daddy is.
I remember hearing some rumors. They was like that she went to go do a studio session with NBA at his house and came pregnant. Or you know what I'm saying? I don't know. We hear all the stuff on the radio. I'm older, so I don't really get into all that stuff.
Yeah.
So all I'm doing is taking some of the nicks and backs that people wanted to ask about and
Yeah,
want to
and
know
that's
like
just in
ourselves.
the media. That's all I know in the media.
Yeah,
I wasn't
yeah.
even. I don't know nothing about a person that I didn't even see.
I would think dude on the couch would know that's his young
Oh,
boy.
Well, I know NBA Youngboy's the highest
I
on
look at no
YouTube.
sex rated.
You know who that is?
I like that. She got a wonder song like.
You know, finesse.
You know all them little ratchet
finesse.
songs?
I just like the song. It got that. You know.
That's
they
all we
make you
look
get up
for
off the
nowadays.
couch
The bounce.
and I go back to sleep.
That's all they want is that bounce nowadays.
You know, finesse 2 times.
I heard the name, but I don't really know
I
who
like
he
the way he
is.
rap too. He rap.
Yeah, I like his music.
So
Yeah,
he know
did.
all
He
the
probably
little
heard the
rappers.
music.
Yeah.
They need to stop beef and promote peace.
That's what I
they
wish.
need to
I
do.
wish our people wouldn't be like that though. You know what I'm saying?
You got too much
We-
money, I think.
It's
They
not
get
even
bored.
that. It's
First
not
things
even
they
that
do.
because honestly, NBA Youngboy, that boy loaded.
Yeah, you love it.
Yeah.
He's
He was
loaded.
never broke again.
Finesse-
and
Yeah,
he will be.
Finesse got out and got right back on, but he still was spitting rhymes and stuff in jail, right? He still was spitting rhymes. But I'm saying this, they are lyrically cold. They are. I mean, NBA Youngboy, he talks about a lot of realistic things for his audience. And then Finesse, he just, you know, he's a freestyler. And then that's the H-Town stuff too.
Yeah.
So, but a lot of people do have, like, we're going to say about Diddy. He had too much money that it made him a monster.
Mhm.
To the people that were trying to make it, to the people
Right.
that didn't have anything.
Right.
Just like the first Negro that sold us off to the white man for slavery, he just wanted something to help his family. If a white man came up to him and said, if you tell them this is how we're gonna catch them. All they had to do is find that one Negro that needed something for their
To do it.
family, and he convinced the other one, and we felt like we was captive then. You know what I'm saying? He could. It just took one, and that's all they used was one black person to gather up the rest of them.
That's right. They was already selling to each other before they sold to a white man anyway.
That's what I'm saying. They was
So much.
whatever. That's one thing about our culture. Some, not all, and I ain't gonna say that no more. I ain't gonna keep on explaining. Some, not all, will sell you out just for some money. Money don't do nothing but enhance who you really are.
Right.
Who you are as a
Exactly.
person. You could be a loving, kind person and have money. Or you can be a jerk, and when you get money, you just the bigger jerk.
Exactly.
You know what I'm saying? You can't help it. It's just in you. It's just in you. Whatever is, if it ain't in you, it's not gonna come out of you. That's
Right.
the way I look at it.
Right.
I don't care who it is, but I wish they would all get along because I'm yet to hear George Strait, name some more. George Strait and
Jackson.
I'm talking about the white people.
That's what I said.
Yeah. I ain't say I haven't heard them into it. I haven't heard no kind of beef
Well,
and
no,
nobody mad.
when they are mad at each other,
Tyler
they talk about it, handle and go from there. You hear little jabs and stuff like that, but it don't.
But it
be
don't be
major.
nothing major.
It don't lead to nobody dying or nothing to the sort of that in a publicly way. You know.
We have lost so many to just being, man, they designed it. They designed it. And when y'all get a chance, they say if you want to hide something from a black person, put it in a book.
Yeah.
Put it in a book. But y'all need to go read the Willie Lynch letter. And that is still how it's going to this day. Still. That's why black women and black people, just black people in general, are getting into it. Because, oh, you light skinned, I'm dark skinned. Oh, you cute to be light skinned, or you cute to be dark skinned. He said if you could just turn them, train their mind to turn against each other. And that's what it is. Even in, go back to the rapping. They're turning against each other. And they all need to be sticking together, but they can't. They can't. If black people got together and mashed ourselves, you know how powerful we are? If we just,
We've been hearing this for years,
God.
and a lot of people, you know, it goes in one end right out the other. It's some people it goes in the stick. You know, one of the things I can say is that's why we here today.
No, for real.
But you know, it does. It goes in a lot, one ear and out the other for a lot of people. Over the course of time, we all wish that we could get along, and that even no matter what color or nationality, that we can come together, because it's always a crooked brick in a path. You know what I'm saying? That, but they all need to be solid, no matter what color they are, to keep a strong foundation.
Right.
Us as people, and it's just not
It's just so
our
prevalent.
people. It's people in general.
Yeah, but it's so prevalent in our community, our culture, that you can say, okay, can you name a white person that hate on you right now? Can you name one?
Look how life starts out. Yeah, I can.
Okay. But
I actually can think of a few, more than on just one hand right now.
no, not okay. I know what you're talking about. Yeah.
Yeah.
But outside of that, before this ever hit, could you?
Yes, still.
Well, let me tell y'all something. Y'all leave alone.
I'm the wake up alien. Like, I deal with all types of people, so I've always been like that.
Right.
I've never limited myself. But see, that'd be the problem sometimes. See, that's why I'm not a crab in a bucket, because I never limited myself of people by just saying, oh, I'm gonna stick to my color,
Yeah,
I'm gonna do
no.
this, I'm gonna do that. I never did that.
Me neither.
But see, that's happened to a lot of people. A lot of people like, oh, we can't do this, we can't do that. You know, no.
But that's why I speak on it, because I don't limit myself. I'm for all. You know what I'm saying? I ran business for years, and I deal with all. I'm talking about any kind of race. That's why I can say it. I have never had a white person or a Spanish person, nobody hate on me, how my people do, and I help my people the most.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? And I can say, I just don't like it that we are so easy and quick to judge each other and not do this for each other or hate on each other, instead of sticking together or open the door for me. If you get in there, open the door for me. But a lot of us, we scared. I think they got us scared to even make moves, like scared to even trust somebody. And when you need to be, come on, man.
It's weird because, you know, I hear a lot of people, and I always say people in general, because I do. Now, don't get me wrong, I hate them, and I do a lot more of my color, you know. But they'll brag on stuff that they can't, you know, do nothing about, but then the stuff that they can't actually help somebody with, don't. That's what get quiet.
Right.
You hear the stuff that, you know, is either a lie or you can't help nobody else, or it just ain't, you know, gonna get nobody nowhere. That's loud. But then the actual help stuff is quiet.
Right.
I see that a lot. And it's okay to, you know, to help people in silent. You know, I do it all the time.
Right.
We don't have to talk about it. But if you can help somebody, you have to open up a voice. You should.
You should help them. And we don't want to help each other. We don't want to help each other with finding jobs, with our kids, with just, I remember back in the Gap, somebody gonna, if you did something down the street, she gonna get on you, and then by the time you get to the house, your mama and them gonna get you.
Yeah,
You know what I'm saying? It was really like just close knit like that. You know what I'm saying? But now you can't,
Shoot, the kids worse than the adults. The kids
It's
are
just
done.
the way,
And
it's just
part
the way
of-
these parents are rearing their kids. You know what I'm saying?
That also, a lot of them, I'm going to go back to the celebrity
Some of them
world.
don't have the value when they leave the house.
Yes.
Me, when I raised mine, I had the same value. Now, what you do after 18, because you're out of my house. Bye.
Yes. Then you
I
got
did
it.
what I had to do.
Right.
Goodbye.
A lot of these people are young parents, and a lot of them want to be like these celebrities that aren't real. Those aren't their real personalities, attitudes, the way they dress, the way that they look. So I'm going back to that right now, y'all. We're going to go back on that. Like I said, there's been a lot of crazy stuff that happened in the celebrity world. And the funny thing is, one of the reasons why I want to talk about it is because it's a lot of monkey see, monkey do going on. Now, we have a lot of stuff that go on in the civilian world, as I'll put it, that is just like, you know, the celebrity world. Where do a lot of these people get it from? The celebrities. And that's why they always say that they have to set a better example of what it is. But is it really their job to set a better example
No.
for everything? I don't hold them accountable for that. Because for me, a celebrity is somebody to look up to if they're doing something positive, to encourage me to want to do better. But if they're doing bad, it shouldn't encourage me to want to do bad. You know, even if you see them around. The one thing I want to say about NBA Youngboy, and I'm gonna let us get ready to roll on out. Coach Quickly gonna take us out with a word of encouragement. But with NBA Youngboy, and I was saying that earlier, like, you know, I saw on a line strip where he was laying there and he had pills and drugs and stuff like that, and he had a lot of likes to that. And so the scary part about that is kids seeing that, even not even just kids, because there are people his age. You know, I just did a show that I had a guy that spent over a decade in prison, and he said at the age of 25 he was a crackhead, out doing crackhead things. And so, you know, if weed is a gate door to bigger things, then what is all those pills? Aren't they gateways to bigger things? Mm-hmm. I would think so. So that's why I'm saying that, you know, for the celebrity world, I'm in awe of a lot of things that carry on and that they carry out in the public eye for our children to see. And I hope that you monitor and watch what your children is watching on not only social media, but TV, the children they hang around, what they're talking about. Ask them what they talk about with their friends at school and stuff, because it's getting out of hand, because there's a lot of monkey see, monkey do, and that's what the world is coming to. It has already really been, but really coming through. Coach Quay, take them out. Give us a good word of encouragement on following these celebrities and following the trends of like the eclipse. Don't be going and the eclipse come and spending $300 on a hotel room to see it, buying all the food at H-E-B, Sam's Club. Don't believe the hype. Believe in yourself and believe in God.
That's it. And I'll say this: stay in your lane. That's the biggest thing you can do, is stay in your lane. Even with, you know, just news and stuff like that comes up, the politics and all the different things, even the celebrities and stuff, even when watching just anybody that you might look up to. Don't get me wrong, you might relate to those things that NBA Youngboy has going on, which I'm quite sure a lot of them do relate to what's going on in his life. He's not just taking pills just to be taking pills. I've worked with different people. It is something traumatic has went on in this young man's life, and he's dealing with that. He deals with it through anger, and he's angry, and I do understand him, because I've seen so many. I've been angry before too. I can't knock him for being angry. I can't knock him for going after blood. I used to do it too. But I can say this: when you know better, you do better. And try your best to talk to somebody, reach out and talk to somebody. You need a strong foundation, you know, to even make it nowadays. So, and that's for us, even as adults. Find you a knit group and stay, I'm just saying, stay positive. And in all, no matter what's going on in the community and with the celebrities and stuff, y'all, we got to pray for them regardless of what's going on. Because nobody is better than any one of us, because it could be any one of us on that news tomorrow about anything. So we're not going to judge. We're not here to judge. We're just speaking and talking and in general, and just hoping that something gets out there to somebody. But long story short, y'all keep your head up, chin up, chest out.
Already, and in all by means, you know what I'm saying? Go out and do something positive today. You know what I'm saying? Go visit a friend, somebody somewhere that just needs somebody to say hi and need a hug and say hello. So y'all stay connected to yourself and stay deeply rooted at all times. Deeply rooted. Deeply rooted. Deeply rooted.
Deeply rooted. Deeply rooted. Deeply rooted. Deeply rooted. Deeply rooted. Deeply rooted. Deeply rooted. Deeply rooted. Deeply rooted. Deeply rooted. Deeply rooted. Deeply rooted.